Okay, welcome back. We're moving on slightly today, but we're still actually looking at the same rough topic, okay? And as you'll remember, hopefully, last week, or the last couple of lessons, we've been looking at expanding double brackets. Okay, so if you're not sure on that, if you're still not sure on expanding double brackets, please go back and have a look at it, because this is a step on from that, okay? Factorising quadratics. Now last week we looked at expanding brackets, so we got rid of the brackets. Today we're looking at putting the expression back into brackets. Okay, so we're aiming to finish what we started with last week. Okay, now when you get something like this, okay, you'll always have two brackets. Okay, and because this is just 1x squared, remember if it's a letter on its own, it just means one of that. You can have x at the start of both. Okay. In the middle, there are two pluses. Okay, two add signs. If there's two add signs, there's going to be two add signs in the brackets. Now, this is the technical bit. This is the bit you need to look at. What we need two numbers here. One to go in this bracket, one to go in this bracket. Okay. Now the two numbers, they multiply to make the end one. Okay. And they add to make the middle one. Okay, so just to remind you, the two numbers that are missing here in the brackets, okay, they add to, they multiply to make the end number, and they add to make the middle number. Okay, so what are the factors of 2? What numbers can we time together to make 2? The only one we can do is 2 times 1. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2. 2 add 1 is 3. They are the two numbers that we need, 2 and 1. Doesn't matter at this minute in time which bracket they go in. That is factorising. Okay, factorising, putting back into brackets. Okay, we started with an expression, a quadratic expression. We know it's quadratic because there's an x squared there, and that's the highest power. Okay, then all we're doing is finding two numbers that multiply to make the end one and add to make the middle one. Okay, let's have another look. So I'm going to put two brackets. Okay, because there's 1x squared there, I'm going to put x and x. Okay, there's two add signs in the middle, so I'm going to have two add signs in the brackets. Now we need two numbers that multiply together to make 10 and add together to make 7. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find two numbers that multiply to make 10. So we're going to have 1 times by 10. Okay? If we did 1 times 10, is there any way that we can make those two add together to make 7? And the answer is no. So it's not that one. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try 2 times by 5. 2 times 5 is 10, so it works for that. Can we make 7 with 2 and 5? Yes, we can. So we do 2 add 5 equals 7. 2 times 5 equals 10. They are the two numbers that we need, 2 and 5. So we're going to have x plus 2 and x plus 5. Okay? Now, let's have a look at the next one then. Okay? Just while I'm thinking about it, okay? The way to double check it is make sure it works. Okay, so say we got to this stage and you want to know are you definitely correct. If you expand those brackets just like we did last week, okay, when you expand then simplify, you should get back to what you start with. If you don't, you've made a mistake. Okay, next one then. So we've got 1x squared, so we've got x and x. Two adds in the middle, so we're going to have plus and plus, 30 at the end. So we need two numbers that times together to make 30. So we've got 1 times by 30, 2 times by 15, okay, 3 times by 10, okay, and 5 times by 6. Okay, 1 times 30 equals 30, but we can't make 1 times 1 and 30 add to make 13. So we're going to cross that off. Okay, 2 times 5 makes 30. Now we can make 13 out of 2 and 15, but not when the signs are both positive. So we're going to cross that off. Okay, 3 times 10 is 30, and 3 add 10 is 13. So it's this one here. Okay, it doesn't matter which bracket they go into. Okay, right, last one then. If you want to pause it and have a go at this one on your own, I think that'll be a good idea. Okay, use what we've got in the three other examples. Have a go, see what you get. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong. Okay, you'll learn from your mistake. Okay, so we've got 1x squared there, so we're going to have x and x. Okay, 2 adds in the middle, so we're going to have 2 adds in the bracket. Now we need 2 numbers that multiply together to make 45. So we're going to do 1 times by 45. 2 doesn't work. 3 times by 15. 5 times by 9. And that's it. So can we make 14 with 1 and 45? No. Can we make 14 with 3 and 15? No. Can we make 14 with 5 and 9? Yes, we can. We do 5 add 9. So we're going to have x plus 5 and x plus 9. Okay, because 9 times 5 is 45. It is a bit complicated, this. I understand if you're not entirely sure on it, and that's fine if you're not. Give me an email and we can sort it out. I'm going to give you some questions to go along with this. Now, the questions will look very similar to this. They'll just have different numbers. Okay, if you do have any issues with it though, you need to email me to sort something out. Okay, enjoy your day, guys.